Hello everyone on Facebook. Jesse from Fulla Strength and Conditioning here with tip number 31 of my 90 fitness tips in 90 days. Today's tip is going to be a very simple one. It's not going to take too long. I'm going to get straight into the nuts and bolts, the meat and potatoes of the tip so you can actually implement it and start getting results straight away with it. So this one here is a nutritional tip, and the very simple thing, the very exciting thing about this tip is that you don't require anything external to apply it. Okay, I mean, you don't have to go and buy something, you don't have to go and search for it. It's just something that you have to be conscious of and actually implement. So this simple tip that I'm going to tell you, it's just simple, okay, but it's effective. And the thing is, the most simple things are often the most effective, and people don't generally apply them all the time just because they think they're waiting for a kicker or they're waiting for something fancy to come along, or it's too good to be true. But the tip, guys, is to stop eating food when you feel 80% full. Okay, I'll repeat it. Stop eating when you become 80% full. So if your goal is to reduce your body weight or decrease fat mass, so to change your body shape from a bigger shape to a smaller shape, then a fantastic little tip you can do is just cease eating when you're satisfied. So rather than, let's just say, I've just got my diary here. Let's say that's my plate. If I fill my plate full of food, that is not a requirement for me to eat every single thing on the plate. You don't have to. It's just, that's a serving. That's what I've got. I've got, I might have my protein here, my vegetables here, my fat source here, something along those lines. You are not required to eat every single thing on the plate. And what you'll have to do oftentimes is you'll have to learn to say no. So if you're very quick to eat as well, you're not going to get those signals from the stomach to tell the brain, yep, I'm full. Okay, so this is actually a double. Let me give you two tips. Number one, slow down when you eat. Okay, slow down. If you can lengthen the amount of time it takes you to eat your food, you're going to burn more calories and you're going to digest food a lot better. And it's also going to give you time to tell the brain where your hunger levels are. If you just smash through, say, a bowl of food or a plate of food in 3 to 5 minutes, you're not getting the signals from the brain to the stomach telling him, yep, I've got X amount of food in there. It's too quick for that signal to actually reach from the stomach to the brain. Okay, so that's tip one. If a rough guideline, I would say 10 to 20 minutes. It's a pretty broad time frame, but if you can average around 15 minutes, you're in a good ballpark. If you think there's no way I can eat for 15, just shoot for 10 minutes. Okay, if you can lengthen it out, you're going to focus on the actual food that you're eating. You're going to receive those hunger cues, and it's going to fill you up. You're going to get those signals telling you, yep, the stomach's actually getting food into it, and that should hopefully prevent you overeating. So that's tip one. Tip number two is eat until 80% full. So it sounds very simple, and that's because it is. But you don't always, and you shouldn't always feel full or stuffed after a meal. Okay, and this is something, especially in Western society, if I've got a plate full of food, then the requirement is for me to eat that plate of food. No, that's ridiculous. If you do that all the time and you're not seeing results, then it should become obvious that you're eating too much food or possibly the wrong type. But a way that you can get away from that and see progress instead of changing a whole lot of things is just to eat less. It doesn't have to be a whole lot less, but rather than, if this is my plate, I'm going to eat not the whole lot, I'm going to have about 80% that's on my plate. And then you just save the rest for a snack maybe the following day. Okay, I hope that makes sense. It's a very simple tip, guys. Well, they're both very simple tips. Slow down when you eat, enjoy your food, taste your food. Give the brain time to send messages to the stomach and vice versa, that you're actually ingesting food. You'll digest your food better and you'll receive those hunger cues. And then also eat to 80% full rather than stuffing yourself until you have a food coma. All right, those are the tips for the day, guys. Nutrition plays a massive part. You can see results without even exercising if you make nutritional adjustments. Remember that. Okay, that's the tip, guys. I will see you tomorrow for a fresh tip. Implement it, slow down, taste the food, and eat until 80% full when you're satisfied. That's it. I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Bye-bye.